factionplay.com, and please go check out our Instagram page. Just type in Faction Play and you'll see it. I'm gonna give more people a chance to join. We were at about 15 last time, so let me give it about 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes. And just to let everybody knows, this is where we ended off at. And if you missed that part, I think it just posted to my Instagram. It's like an hour long. You don't really gotta watch the whole thing. But the most important things were towards the end. So as soon as we get to 15, I'm starting back up. And for anybody joining, again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, issues, you got an objection. You say, hey, Mikhail, you're wrong. Hey, maybe, prove it, right? Say, hey, Mikhail, I got a question. Ask it. Hey, Mikhail, I feel what you're saying, but how do I get to this? I got you. Just ask the questions that need to be asked, okay? All right, so I'm gonna start it back up in about 30 seconds. Give everybody else a chance to come back in. And again, if anybody's in here and you missed the first half of this Instagram Live, you need to go watch that. It should be on my story and on my page. It's a long video. I've been on here probably for about, 40 minutes. It's a long video, but the gems on there are just insane. But all right, let's go ahead and get started again. So, again, where we left off at. We left off right here at, this credit balance you're paying towards your mortgage through a balance transfer check to pay off your principal, okay? So you did that in 6.5 months, 6 months. You did it in 6 months, okay? And you repeat that process until you have a home you have a home you fully own. So after about 4 or 5 years, you paid that home off using credit/leverage, okay? So boom. Mikhail, what's the next step? What's the next step after that? Like what's coming up here shortly? All right. So do you remember? I wish I could keep this here. I'm gonna keep it here. I'm gonna just write over it. Okay. I'm just right over here. Okay. This is so funny to me, bro, because it's crazy how much stuff we don't know as a people. And I speak really. Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. So perfect. So your house is paid off now. Credit card's paid off. Your car probably should be paid off by now. So what happened to your cash flow? The most important thing. What happened to your cash flow? So remember the $5,000 you made? You got rid of the savings account, boom, gone. You got rid of your car payments, boom, gone. Credit card payments, boom, gone. All you have is your lifestyle. Your mortgage is gone, you paid it off. You paid it off using this strategy, right? So all you have left, you have this in pure cash flow. Like not income, cash flow. Cash flow, the net profit of your bank account, the net profit of your wallet. That is your cash flow. That is your cash flow. That is the most important part of money, cash flow. Me, Mikhail, listen, could care less about how much you make. How much cash flow are you bringing in? Like, how much money, how much residual income do you have? How much spending money do you have? You want to flex on Instagram, you can only flex on Instagram for $1,200. I can flex for $3,800. No, actually, I can flex for all $5,000 because this $1,200 is that flex. That was the first flex. So in total, I have $5,000 to flex. I got $3,800 in cash flow. I put aside $200 for my lifestyle. I got $3,800 in cash flow. Okay, Mikhail, what's next? Ooh, okay. What's next? I'm erasing all this. If you didn't get that, hey, DM me directly so I can explain it to you, or watch the video on my page and sit down and take your notebook out because there's a lot of gems on there and there's way more where that came from. Okay, so what have we done so far? So far, what have we done? Okay, let's make a list. Our cash flow is now at $3,800 versus 0. Okay, Our equity is now at 200,000. Now, not even including like inflation rates, and not even including appraising and all that kind of stuff, right? Versus down payment, okay? And then credit card leverage of 13K plus. So far, here's what we've done. You have 3,800 in cash flow. You have equity worth your house. Now, again, this is not including inflation or appraisal values or nothing like that, because maybe you want to refinance it after the 5 months. You can definitely do that. You can refinance your home after 5 months, get some of that money back, and repeat the process. Like you can, like you paid your home off, you know, you can keep that cash flow, or you can refinance your mortgage and pocket. You can pocket every single cent of that refinance. Boom, 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 boom. That's all profit. Boom, boom, boom. You got equity now. Versus the only equity you had before was your down payment. Let's just say that was $20,000 or $40,000, because that's 20%. Let's say that was your down payment. That was your equity before versus now. And your leverage, your credit card leverage. You have $13,000 minimum to spend. Now, if you done the smart thing and raise your limits every time, after 5 years, you could easily be at around 25, 50, 70, whatever, because you're paying off credit cards in 6 months. That's rapid. Matter of fact, you can exponentially increase your limits because you keep proving time and time and again that you can pay your credit. So each time you pay, you get more and more leverage, more and more purchasing power, and the bank is deeming you as a better, safer investment, so they'll give you more money. How's that important? Well, check this out, okay? Let's say, I can't wait for this part. Hey, again, get your notebook out for this. You want to get your notebook out for this. All right, so remember that $13,000 you had in your credit limit, or your credit balance, or how much you had spending money? After 3 years, you're like, hey, you know, let's raise my limits up, 25,000. So your new credit card limit is $25,000. Remember that, $25,000. That's your new credit card limit, okay? So, Mikhail, why is that important? So you own one home, right? Ooh, you own one home. Let's say you buy another home for $200,000 at a 20% down payment. So you buy another $200,000 home. $20 down payment. You know what? Let's say 10%. Let's say 10%. Let's just keep it simple. Let's say 10%. Let's say 10%. Because I don't want to blow too many minds out here. Let's just say 20%, okay? Or let's just say 10%. So $20,000. So right here, this is your new credit limits. So you have been a successful and positive payment lendee for lendee. I made that word up probably. Lendee for months now, for 6 months, and that's been going on for years now. You paid off your mortgage. You got new credit. You got positive history. So now look, where are you at? You now have a new credit limit of $25,000. Okay, so Mikhail, why is that important? Let's say you put $20,000 down to buy a new home. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. Let's say of that $25,000, you put $20,000 down for your new home. Mikhail, I already have a home that I own. Why would I buy another home? Let's say you rented that home out. Ooh. Whoa. I'm about to blow y'all's mind. Hold up. So let's say you put $20,000 down for your new house and you start renting it out. Let's say you're only getting $400 a month. $400 a month in pure cash flow. Again, what are the two most important things for wealthy people. Cash flow, leverage. Two most important things. Those are the two most important things for wealthy people is cash flow and leverage. It's not income. It's not revenue. It's not none of that. It's not even really equity. Equity is nice, but what sense is, I mean, equity is you just leverage. You're not making any money if you just have equity, right? Two most important things, cash flow and leverage. So you went and used that same credit card, right? At a $25,000 limit, and you bought a new home and have people running it out. So guess what? You no longer have any kind of mortgage because your rental, your tenants are paying the mortgage for you. So all that cash flow you're getting goes straight to your credit card. And on top of that, with the rest of your cash flow, pay down that credit card. Pay down that credit card. Same deal. I'll draw it again for you if you missed it the first time. I'll draw it again for you. I do this all day, man. Stop playing. I can do this all day. I really can. I don't even know what time it is no more. 20K down. Okay? I'm gonna draw it again. Okay? 25, 20. Boom. We're here again. We're here again. So this is the same graph. Remember I had 15 here, 13 here? I got 25 here, 20 here. This was the down payment. That's gone. Okay? Boom. But guess what? Not only are you receiving the $5,000, you're receiving $5,400. And this is 5 years later. I've assumed you made the same amount of money for 5 years. Let's say you make $6,000 now per month, okay? $1,000 in 5 years. Y'all can do that. I believe in y'all, trust me, okay? So you got $6,400 a month. How does that work now? It's the same exact principle. Boom, 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 boom. Like you do the same thing over and over again. You put money into it, right? You get more purchasing power, right? And you pay off that, and you live off that credit card. That's your lifestyle money. Credit cards are assets if you use them correctly. Credit cards are assets if you use them correctly. Credit cards are assets if you use them correctly. Credit cards are assets if you use them correctly. So boom, again, where am I going again? Okay, so boom. Do you remember that $20,000 that we put for the second home? You live in your first home. That's good. You live in your first home. That second home is rental property. Okay. Again, after 4 to 5 years, you paid it off again using that method. So what do you do at that time? Oh, I wasn't gonna get into this today, but I'm going to because, people are tuned in and they're watching and I'm dropping gems and I'm in a giving mood. So your new equity in your home is this because you paid off your mortgage in 5 years versus 30. You paid it off. Gone right there. What's next? Well, you got 2 homes now. You got more leverage. You got more assets. But guess what you're going to do with that second home? With that second home, you're going to get this word right here. And if you know this word right here, you're going to be like, damn, okay, I know you're going to go there. I'm going to go there, though. This is what you're going to get with that second home. Ooh, Mikhail, what's that? What's that, Mikhail? Mikhail, what's that, Mikhail? Oh my God, don't make me, ooh. I'm gonna get my real estate bag real quick, please. I'm gonna get my real estate bag real quick, please, don't make me, okay? You got a $200,000 home, $200,000 home. You go to the bank and say, hey, I don't want to refinance. I don't want my money. I don't want another loan. I don't even want another home. What I want is a HELOC or a home equity line of credit on that home that I just bought. So what does that look like? Okay, it's the same principle. It's just like a credit. So you bought the home in full in 5 months using the scheme that I just mentioned, and this is what you have now. So you get a HELOC. Right? What happens with this HELOC? You have $200K of credit. You have $200K. Oh, you got $200,000 of credit. Mikhail, why is that important? So remember that $25,000 line of credit you had? Not only did you raise that limit, right? Like, forget the credit card. Forget that. That's done. The credit card, you now have a $150,000 line of credit on just a line of credit. That has nothing to do with any of your homes. But you got a HELOC, you got a home equity line of credit. You can do the same exact thing. Remember that $25,000 that we put towards, or $20,000 we put towards the second home with the $25,000 limit. So we put $20,000 down for the home. So we had a $25,000 line of credit, okay? But now we have $200,000 lines of credit, okay? So what can I do now? You know what's coming. You know what's coming. I can get. Yes, you don't get the. You can't even get the HELOC once you've paid off the home, so you can get that full value. I'm not even sure if you can even get a HELOC midway through a loan. You might be able to, but that's no use, because I'm gonna explain to you why. Antonio, you asking some good questions, broski. $200,000. Guess what I'm gonna do with that $200,000? I'm going to buy 6 homes. Mikhail, whoa. Mikhail, what on earth are you talking about? Mikhail, how can I buy 6 homes with the home equity line of credit? Because the down payment's only $20,000. So you spend $120,000 on 6 homes and you're renting those out. So you're only getting cash flow, plus you still have a line of credit if you want to move forward. Please stop me if I'm not making sense, because this is really important. I want to make sure you guys are getting this. Please stop me if I'm not making sense. I can go over that one more time for you. Okay? $25,000 line of credit. You got a down payment for $20,000. You use that credit like the velocity schedule I showed you. You put your money in, take your money out, repeatedly until you pay that off. Okay, you have somebody living in your second home you're living in, your second home that you bought with your line of credit, $25,000. You got somebody living in there. So as long as you have people living in there and you've done your market analysis and you can charge more than you're paying on your mortgage, you'll never have to worry about your mortgage. Who pays your mortgage on a rental property? Tenants. I have 4 tenants in a let's just say it's a quadplex, okay? And let's say each person is paying $1,000. So I've received in revenue, nothing's been deducted yet. So I've received $4,000, okay? But my mortgage for the 4plex is, let's just say it's $1,800. So I pocketed, now this is a crazy example, trust me. That's not like common. You got $2,200 worth of cash flow leverage. You got $2,200 worth of cash flow, right? You're not even thinking about your mortgage. Your mortgage absolutely means nothing to you. Who cares? You don't pay your mortgage. It goes to an escrow. You set up their system to pay through the escrow. It all goes out. I don't even think about it. I don't think, like, the mortgage is not in my mind at all. At no point in my life. Like, I don't care. I really don't, right? It wasn't the first home, but not anymore, right? So rewind. So back where I was, $25,000 first home, boom. You then got higher lines of credit, which is gonna fund your lifestyle. But then you own 2 homes now in full. You own them in full. You're gonna live in one, but you're gonna make one of them and turn that into a home equity line of credit, so you can buy 6 more for $120,000. Now, if the homes are $200,000, where's the rest of that money gonna go? Your tenants are paying for your mortgage. You only have to worry about your down payment. That's all you have to worry about. Taxes, HOAs, property management, capital expenditures, all that goes straight. That's to the escrow. Like, you got passive. That's what they call passive income. You did the initial work, and after that, hands off. I don't think about no properties. 0. Don't think about them at all. People ask me about them. I say, man, it's doing whatever. I don't care, right? I don't care. It comes money, like it's cash flow. I get cash flow off of it. I don't care about it. I get cash flow, right? But check this out. You did that. You got that 6 times, and you got people living in the home. Now at that point, yeah, sure, you could go and try to do that revolving credit thing. But at that point, what's the point? You only were using the revolving credit velocity banking strategy only because you had a mortgage. You don't have a mortgage no more. Or you have a mortgage, but you don't pay it, your tenant's paying. So in 10 years, not even, in 5 years, you've got 8 properties. You have 8 properties. 1 of them you live in, 7 of them you rent out. 7 of them you rent out. And you know what that is called? That's called financial freedom. You have financial freedom. You have equity in 8 houses. You have cash flow from 7 houses. You got leverage from 8 houses plus a credit card. I wish you would go to the bank and tell them to hold my money. Say, hey bank, I got $200,000 right now cash, not cash flow, let me not say that. I make $40,000 a month in cash flow. Hold that for me, bro. Let me put that in a savings account so I'm safe. Put that in a savings account. And then what? You're not gonna make no money off of it. Dumb, stupid, right? You have all that cash flow. All that cash flow. All that cash flow and all that leverage. So, one more time for people who weren't tuned in the beginning, I'm gonna walk you through it one more time. It's gonna take 2 minutes. You started off with $15,000 in credit, a line of credit, okay? You put your monthly paychecks on there, subtracted your expenses, and in 6 months, I showed it all. If you're new to this, I showed it all. Go watch it on my page. I'm not gonna draw everything again because, I've been on here long enough. But you pay that off in 6 months. Good question, broski. Google. Honestly, it just depends. It's you. You gotta look that up, broski. I can give you some recommendations. But honestly, I don't have a savings account at all. Like, I don't have money that is just sitting. I have credit and I have cash flow and I have money in different vehicles. I have money in the stock market. I got money, real estate. I got money from my job that I'm going ahead and putting into other stuff. I have money doing other things for me. If I got down bad, if I really needed money, I would just take it from my stock. I don't care about the stock market at all. I would just take it out, pay my capital gains tax, and go about my business. I don't feel like putting it in any savings account at all because I just it's not doing anything for me, right? Yes, I am. It's all gonna be posted. Yeah, so again, $13,000, you paid that off in 6 months. You did it again in 6 months. In 4 years, you paid off your first home. You have access to way more credit. You now have a home you fully have, and you use that second line of credit to pay your down payment for your next home, have people live in it, and they pay your mortgage. So after you bought that first down payment, you never have to worry about it again. Boom, 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 boom. Again, in 4 years after that, you're going to have another fully owned home. What are you gonna do with that home? Okay, you're gonna get a home equity line of credit, use that credit to get 6 other rental properties, have people renting those, and that $400 a month you were getting before, you're now getting what? $2,400 a month for free. Like easy, like passive. Like you can have whatever job you want to have. You did the math, you made it work, boom, that's it. You're making all that money passive and it's just flowing. It's just cash flow and leverage. You have equity, you have things that you can sell and make a lot of money off of, right? Because that's when people say net worth really means if you sold everything in your life, well, how much money would you get, right? If you sold all your homes, all your cars, your chains, jewelry, if you sold everything, how much money would you get? You got a high net worth, bro. You own 6 homes. You own 8 homes. You have 2 homes fully paid off, and the rest of them are giving you cash flow every month. And all you have to do is build your credit. So I'm gonna conclude with this. Couple things. 1, work on building your credit. If you want advice to building credit, DM me separately, text me if you have my number, or snap me if you have my snap, whatever, so on and so forth. Work on building that credit because credit is supposed to be an asset. It's an asset for the wealthy and a liability for the poor. Push yourself towards wealth and work on that, right? Another thing, you are in control of what you do going forward, right? Money is not real. It's not real. That's why this is possible. This is possible because money is not real. It's not real at all, right? That's the only way you're able to put money into a bank account and they throw that money to someone else without anybody seeing any physical cash. That's why it's possible, right? So 2 things, build your credit. DM me if you want to work on that. Work on getting some equity, work on, getting that together. Work on that, right? Remember, money's not real, right? The money you see here, that's paper. The money that you are paying online, that's numbers. There's no actual value. Paper has no value and numbers have no value, right? It's just numbers that they're just throwing around in systems. That's why people are getting hacked. How can you hack money? You hack money because it's just numbers. Numbers get hacked. No, money is not real. They're hacking numbers. Numbers are getting hacked, right? Numbers in the system are getting hacked. It's not like they're taking your money. They're taking your numbers because money is not a thing, okay? And I'm going to conclude with this. Thank everybody for staying in, and hopefully I was helpful for everybody. If you have any questions, DM me, text me, call me, snap me. I'm up all night doing this stuff, man. This is my passion. I'm really passionate about this stuff, man. So anybody come and reach out to me, I'm definitely gonna help you out as much as I can. And another thing, I do have a podcast coming starting in September. I'm shooting for mid-September. If I have to delay that, I'll definitely will. But what's going to happen is starting in September, I'm going to have weekly or bi-weekly I'm going to do weekly podcasts. I'm going to touch on subjects like this every week. So, I'm going to have like a little introduction. If you follow me on Snapchat, I'm into real estate. I'm really deep into real estate. So I'm definitely going to talk about that as well and really, really in depth. And again, I'm not selfish, right? I will tell y'all everything that I do when I drop my podcast. The podcast is free. I don't care. Money's not real. Because money's not real, there's enough money for everybody. It's not always a competition. You can put money in people's pockets while putting money in your pockets. Share, 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 share. Sharing is how you get respect. Sharing is how you really get wealthy. Share, right? I'm going to give out all the game. I'm not doing that here because Instagram Live is finicky and it's already kind of making me mad with having 2 Instagram Lives. But I will be talking about everything in depth on my podcast, on top of a lot of other financial freedom and wealth topics, okay? And another thing, you've seen me with this brand, this hat. I got hella other gear as well. Please, support, right? Anybody that knows me, if you're a friend of mine and you came to me with a business idea, a pitch, or anything, I'll support it. I support everybody's business if I can. Honestly, I hate the stock market. I hate the stock market. I'm not doing that at all. If anybody else, if you want stock market plays, you're gonna have to ask somebody else because there's just not enough return for me. And I need physical, I need something I can see physically. Stock market is a bunch of numbers. I hate it, okay? I need to see an asset. The stock market is not an asset, it's a vehicle. I need an asset. I need to see a house. I need to see the cash flow. I need to see it. I don't want to hold it in the stock market and then get penalized when I take it out. There's no cash flow in the stock market. Zero cash flow in the stock market. There's wealth, right? There's leverage, right? There's no cash flow though. I don't get paid monthly from the stock market and I have lower returns. So I know about the stock market. So if you ask me a question, I can definitely answer your question, but I don't have any advice to you about that because my advice to you is to put a little bit of money in there, watch it grow, and then, whatever. I don't day trade, that's dumb. If you do day trade, that's really lucrative. I'm proud of you. If you day trade, hit me up so I can give you my money. Because right now it just kind of sits. I invest in ETFs and I let it sit, for however long because I'm not really caring about it. But if you are, a good stock investor and you want to invest mine, hit me up. But yeah, so I'm going to share everything on my podcast. But like I was saying, support. Anybody on here, anybody that knows me knows that any kind of business idea, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to support. And if necessary, I'm going to give you some advice to make it better. And you can take it or you can't. I don't know everything at all. But I can definitely give you my knowledge and what I do know. And if that helps you, it helps you. It doesn't, it doesn't. I'm a support. I'm going to spend my money. I don't buy Gucci and all these people, right? I don't buy all these different expensive shoes. You know what I do? I support a friend of mine who makes shoes and customizes them. It's cost effective and I'm supporting a friend of mine. I don't go out and pay all these stupid prices for meals. I pay my friends who are chefs, right? That's what I do. I don't go and have trainers that I pay. I pay my friends that are trainers. That's what we need to start doing. You need to start sharing. Share. Put people on. Give people your money. Let people give you your money. Money is not real, so there's a lot of it. There's a lot of, you can put in numbers all day for money. So there's so much of it. Support, 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 support. Okay? And yes, I definitely will, Mr. Leroy. And I'm glad you brought that up. But yeah, so, if you ever have a business idea or something like that you want to run by me, or you got a question about real estate or, credit or anything like that, hit me up, bro. I'm going to help. Like, I don't care what kind of beef we had in the past. I don't care about none of that. I got way different energy now and I'm trying to help. Like, I want everybody on this live, all of my followers and all of my following to be wealthy, because money's not real and we can all be wealthy. It's not a competition, right? If you want to compete, go play football. Even you, Nick. If you want to compete, go play football, go play sports, right? If you want to be wealthy, share. And you can compete in sports and be wealthy. I'm not saying that at all, right? But even football players, basketball players, everybody's sharing. There's 11 people on the field. You're all sharing wealth, right? When people get in trouble is when trying to compete with contracts and they get screwed out. Melvin Gordon trying to compete. He got a lot less money. Boom. That's what happens. Share your money, right? And again, I say all that to say, go take a look at Faction Play. I'm not even pressing you to go pay anything. You don't gotta pay nothing. Some of y'all are like in Seattle. You don't gotta pay no money. Just go take a look. Go get invested. Go take a look at what you can do for yourself, for your health and wellness. Go take a look at that. Go take a look at the gear, right? Go look at the gear. Like, if anything else, you don't have to work out a day in your life. I promise you'll like all that gear though. I like this gear. I wear this out. When I go out with my mask on, of course, I got this gear on. Why? I mean, I don't care about like looking flashy. I care about people winning. Like, I don't care. If I get something from anybody that's not a friend, it's probably Fashion Nova. I just don't care. Like, I don't. I care about seeing everybody win. So I say all that to say, if you ever need my help, if you got a business you want me to support, if you need anything like that, I'm gonna support you. Now, don't get it twisted. You gotta have some value. Like, I'm not gonna invest. I'm not gonna like give you my money for a product or service, and you just like act like I'm just some custom. Like, no, like I want you to prove that this is a worthy investment. I want you to prove that I'm giving you my money, right? And that's what I do. So, again, if you ever have any questions like that, hit me up. I'm all about done for today. I dropped a lot of gems today. I got a lot of people talking about pictures in the back, so I'll show. I got my Colorado, my Boulder stuff here, number 2. And then I got my favorite picture from my boy Raw. Ooh, even Raw. Ask Raw. Raw son, little brother to me. He came to me saying, hey, Mikhail, I asked him, can you draw a picture for me? I love the weekend. Everybody knows that. Can you draw this picture for me? He said, yeah, and I'll get you a discount. I said, bro, don't give me no discount, because that's not the value of the painting. Charge me what you charge anybody. And that's what support looks like. Don't be going to your friends' businesses for discounts. If I come to you and say, hey, can you give me a discount on it? Hey, block me, bro, because I'm not trying to see you win, for real. I'm really not. I'm going to come to you. If anything, if I like the product, I'm going to pay way more. Because that's what support is about. Stop going to friends and people asking for discounts and cuts. Don't do that. That's not even supportive. All you're doing is getting something from your friend at a lower rate. That's what you did it for. You did it for the price. You didn't do it for support. If you're asking for discounts, you didn't do it for support. I told Raw, you charge $220. He asked me $160. Y'all like, damn, Mikhail, you gonna pay $60 extra? Yes, because that's the value of the painting. You would charge anybody else $220. Do not limit your pockets because I'm your friend. I'm supporting your business. I don't care about your relationship, honestly. I really don't. I'm supporting the business. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions, let me know. That's it for today. All this stuff is going to be on my page, on my story. Tap in, man. I'm done, man. I've been on here long enough. I'm about to go eat some cashews. Y'all, peace out.